In today's YC Food feature, we're welcoming InkdChef Adam Morris to talk a little bit about what he does, feeding the community, and you guys are going to be eating good today because it smells so good here in the studio. Chef Adam, always good to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Talk about, you're passionate about feeding the community. You go to lots of events, you feed the homeless. Talk about how you got into this and how has food always been a passion of yours?
It has. So growing up with my mom, she was a chef. I lost my mom a few years ago, and absolutely amazing, but I grew up cooking with her. And we literally would create all types of things, and our thing was, how do we taste something and make it better?
I love that. I love she included you.
Oh, she did. She's the best.
Yeah, clearly. But that's where the memories are made.
Yes, and food is so much about community too. So I know a big passion of yours is going into the community to cook. And so when we're talking about back to school meals and parents looking to kind of make meals they've had boring, make them a little bit better. Yes. And so I was like, Chef Adam will always have something to do that. So absolutely. Chef, what are you making here today?
So today we're just gonna go with a simple Cajun pasta. Yeah. You know, if you have those people, and I separated this out intentionally. If you're a pescatarian or vegetarian, right? Vegetarian, you're gonna start with the straight veggies. You've got a pepper blend, some onions, some broccoli, and then of course some of our featured seasonings here. Yeah. And you add your heavy cream and cheese, vegetarian pasta.
Yum.
If you're pescatarian, we're gonna take this same mix and pop it in here with some shrimp, which is what we got going on here with some, what we like to call bow ties.
The bow ties, I love the bow tie.
And you add your cream, and now you got pescatarian. But if you're like me and you like everything,
give me all of it.
Right? We're gonna add the bacon and we're gonna add the chicken to this.
I love it.
I love that you include the other dietary restrictions too, because a lot of times you're like, well, you're vegetarian, you can't eat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And you're like, well,
and no one's starving. Even if this is your option, this is delicious.
Yes.
Like,
so you got the bow ties going on in there. You got some of the same ingredients that you have in the vegetarian one. The broccoli and the mix there.
The broccoli. The only thing we haven't. We're going to add the rest of this in here. So I'm going to have you go ahead and cut that off for me.
Okay, I'm good. Cut it off.
I'm like, no, Megan, the other way.
Wait,
no, that's
right. Okay, good. I was like, no, don't trust me.
So we're going to go in with some heavy cream.
Heavy cream makes everything better, right?
Absolutely.
No. See, I like it that you just do a straight pour on here.
That's it. That's
what if you don't have one of these fancy contraptions? Like if I'm just doing it over gas at the house, can you do it that way too?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can do it over gas. You know, some people have just like the electric stove.
Yeah.
Totally fine. You use the pan of your choice, seasonings of your choice.
Okay.
And honestly, these are just things that most of us have at home. Most of us have pasta laying around or some type of protein.
Yes.
And you literally can make a meal out of nothing.
So it's a good way to clean out the cabinet and just kind of add some things together.
Absolutely.
And I love that all your food too has like a good South American fusion.
Yes, so in our family we are Colombian and Puerto Rican. So we like to take the two cultures and blend them with American culture to make just, you know, incredible eats.
That's why it's gonna have flavor.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's why it's gonna have
And we're looking at some of
flavor.
the pictures too that show off some of the other types of food that you serve too. So what are some of the other things that people find on your menus that has that South American fusion flair to it?
So we make our own Colombian chorizos in-house. So you can have what we call choriperos, which is essentially a Colombian hot dog, but it's with a chorizo.
Yeah.
Jay
we make
sold.
empanadas, right?
We're looking at look at these pictures too. These chef throws down in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yes, yes. We make empanadas. We do a spin on mac and cheese, so we do what we call our ink bombs, which is essentially a deep fried mac and cheese ball the size of a baseball. And they come in seafood, they come with chorizo, and we also have the ones with bacon. We all love bacon.
Me up.
Oh, it's so good. Chef, how can we find you? How can we come and eat some of your delicious food?
Sure, yeah, so you can find me InkdChef.com, but also you can find me Instagram, which is going to be InkdChef_23, and Facebook. We're constantly posting our locations, where we are, and the menus.
Yeah, you guys are on the move too. Great. Do you do caterings too for people looking for catering?
We do. We are a full-service catering company, so we do it all. Awesome. Yes, sir.
So, Chef, we have about 45 seconds. You want to plate some of this up for us? I know we cut you short probably on the time, but the dish looks so good already. I mean,
absolutely.
Oh my
Megan and I
gosh.
are ready to eat.
That is the kind of chicken that you want to eat.
Oh, yeah.
That's like my favorite. You can tell it's got some flavor.
And you know how I said today the rainy weather is a chicken and dumpling day, but no, it's a pasta. It's a Cajun pasta day.
It's a pasta and shrimp and broccoli and veggies.
Exactly. There you go. And
Chef,
he's making
that
sure
looks
it's pretty too. We love
gorgeous.
that.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
And Chef, you have some upcoming events that people can check out too. We want to pull up that graphic so people can know where to
Yes.
find
You're
you.
going to be busy, Chef.
I am.
Looking
I
at all
am
these
super
events.
busy. So we have Euphoria Greenville, of course. Everyone knows about Euphoria.
Yes.
We have Shrimp Fest, which is this Saturday.
Yes.
And then in the coming weeks, we will have what we call the Parker's Boys Family Reunion. And that actually is open and free to the community. It's going to be free food. And we just want you to come out and have a good time. That's going to be September the 14th.
Chef, this is so good.
Right, that chicken.
We'll be sure to put all that information for you at our website, yourcarolina.tv. But of course, go and check them out. Again, Shrimp Fest happening this weekend. And then, Euphoria coming up in just a little bit as well.
Yeah, cheers.
Bon appetit.
Thanks, Chef.
You're
This
welcome.
looks amazing.
Enjoy.
This
Thank you,
looks
Chef.
amazing.